WTTS.
Experience the music.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this task and don't ask why.
Well, hello there, YouTube. Had something on my mind here recently, so I figured I'd give y'all a driving around video while I talk a little bit. Probably won't be too long of a talk. Have some stuff I need to be doing. And I'm on the way back home anyway, so two birds, one stone, right? But anyhow, we're told this story, right? Where God created a man and God created a woman. He named the man Adam, the woman Lilith, and they were made equal and in God's image is how the story goes. Well, Lilith, being equal to Adam, why would she want to be ruled and told what to do by this thing that was equal to her and knew just as much as she did? So then she's cast out and declared the first demon, some may say, but anyhow. And then God puts Adam to sleep and removes a rib and makes him servant. We'll just use that word. Makes him a servant that's going to follow him and listen to him. And that servant's name was Eve. So Eve was the first servant to a man. If you think about it, she was made to be less than Adam. But yet Lilith, who was made to be same as and equal, is declared wrong and unholy. So now she has this rap of being a demon, which I don't really care too much for. I've never really cared too much for that point of view once I started looking into things. It never, first of all, the Garden of Eden never made any sense to me anyhow. It sounded like a prison, to be honest. Every time I was ever taught about it or read about it, it just sounded like you created two things and just wanted them to stay stupid in this little garden. But why? Why would you want them to stay stupid and contained in a little garden? So what? That they know nothing and they just breed and make more stupid little people? I mean, that's one way to look at it, I guess you might say. And maybe that's what makes some of us different. Like, we don't come from the line of let's stay stupid and in a garden. Some of us come from the line that was equal and cast out and said, no, you ain't gonna follow the rules, so we're going to put you up out of here because you're asking questions. And what was the point of the Garden of Eden anyhow? I mean, honestly, the comment section is always open on my videos. Feel free to say whatever. I'll gladly respond one way or another. But, like, what was the point of it? Honestly, what would be the point of creating two things not teaching them of the world that's outside of it, right? There's that story. Kind of sounds a little bit familiar, right? Like, especially if you're a flat earther or whatever, on that subject. Our world is contained. It's smaller than the worlds that are outside of it. Like, there's just these non-stop rings that are outside of our world that we're not allowed to go to underneath of that belief. So some could gather to say that this is the garden, right? So that means if this is the garden and Lilith was cast out, does that mean Lilith went outside of our ice wall? Or is the garden a smaller circle within our circle? And this is the realm of Lilith. Because everything, as far as I was aware, in the stories we were given, was cast out of the garden. If you have the power to just make things at your own will, and the things you've made didn't exactly work out in the playground that you put forth for them, and you had to kick them out your playground, wouldn't you just create some more? Right? Well, let's see what happened there. Okay, let's try this. Let's make these and try this time. So is that what it is? Just an inner ring of creations being tried and cast out? Well, that didn't work out. We'll kick you out. Going out there with the heathens, all the non-rule followers. Which is kind of, funny stories. Once, not funny, but anyhow, once you look back and put all this stuff together, put it all together, right? You can get a bigger picture of things. But even that is all built on things you don't know whether that knowledge is even remotely true. So that's why it makes it hard for some of us to build a truth. Like, you're looking for a truth of this world, and it's hard to find one and build one, because the more you look into something, the less truth you find normally. Or at least you find things that just don't make sense. Just don't add up. But you got one apple and another apple. That's normally two apples. If this is the land of Lilith, why are we so scared of the demons? Think about it. Your whole life you're taught to fear these things that you don't even know exist. Trust in these other things that you don't know that exist. But both things that you don't know whether they exist or not want to manipulate your life. And that's the bottom line. I don't care how you say it, how you want to go about it. Both things want to manipulate your life according to this story. And this is the story of duality. You have a force that is trying to constantly draw you to the dark side. You have a force that's constantly trying to draw you to the light side, but yet you're never actually told why these two forces are wanting to draw you to their side. They're both just telling you the same thing. Come to us. Be with us. You'll have everything you ever desire. All your wishes will come true. Everything will be happiness and glory and blah, blah, blah. No matter which side of it you're on, that's what you're told. Join us. Join us. We'll give you your desires and your dreams. The other people, you will not get your desires and dreams. They'll only give you fear. Fear and pain. Join us for glory and happiness. Don't join us and live in fear and pain. So if both places are telling you the exact same thing, then that in turn must mean that wherever it is they're both wanting you pulled to is filled with pain, right? Either way it goes, you're just getting pulled somewhere else, or honestly not being pulled anywhere else. Just your mind, how you look at things. Then it's, oh, we gotta do these things. Be a good person. For me, honestly, to be a good person, you just need to help your fellow man and try to not harm others. And there's many ways to harm people, is the thing. That's what a lot of people don't understand. It's not all physical. Like, it ain't all in the physical, you know, that you can harm somebody. Like, you can harm people 1,000 different ways. You can do it with your actions. You can do it with your thoughts. You can do it even with your words, right? And you're like, oh wait, how can you harm somebody with your thoughts? Well, let's look at it like this. You're in a relationship, right? Now, your significant other may not be doing any wrong, right? But somewhere in your head, you believe that they are doing wrong. So, that in turn will cause you to act differently towards them because you believe that they are doing wrong because of your thoughts. Your thoughts has changed your behavior towards the person that you supposedly love, all because you believe that they are doing something that you do not desire them to do. Correct? Like, so we're all running around here trying not to harm one another, trying to help each other when you can, just for the simple sake of that person needs fucking help. Like, that's it. That person needs some fucking help right now, man. So I'm gonna fucking help them. I ain't gonna help them because, oh, I think that shit's gonna get me in fucking heaven. Oh, I think that'll make my angels smile today. You honestly think I give a fuck if my angels are smiling? You think that I give a fuck if my demons are grinning? Like, no. I don't fucking care. Because they're both the same fucking hole. And I don't divide this shit down the middle anymore. Okay? There's no sense in my mind, in my world anymore, for this whole game to be fucking divided. It is just one fucking hole. That's it. This is creation. Call it what you want. Call it free will so you feel like you got something. Doesn't matter. You call it whatever you want. Call it the shit show. Call it hell. Yeah. And then you'll look at everything like it's hell. Call it heaven. Oh, everything will be heaven then. Until it's not. These are the concepts we've got to get away from. If you believe you are living in hell or heaven, then that is going to affect the way you view your world. It's going to affect your perspective. I guess if you want to have a sunnier disposition on life, then you might want to believe that this is heaven. And then you're going to be wondering, well, why bad stuff happen to people in heaven? Well, maybe this is your heaven. Okay? But they're hell. See what I'm saying? It can be your heaven and their hell all at the same fucking time. Point of reference, you're in a relationship. Your other half likes rom-coms. Right? They're alright to watch, but they're kind of corny, you know, especially if you're a guy and not real big into rom-coms or little sappy girly movies. You know, that's fine. Yeah, I'm not knocking them or anything. I'm just saying. Your other half enjoys those sappy little movies that you just cannot stand to watch. But yet, you take her out on a date, go to one of these sappy movies, she's loving it, you know? She's went on a date, she's went out to sappy movie, watching this sappy movie. It doesn't matter that, you know, you might not like the restaurant she wants to go to on her date. You definitely don't enjoy the movie you're currently sitting and watching. So, in your mind, that's a little hellish, because you're choosing to do these things that you dislike for the love of another to make them happy. So, in that fact, you're giving away your own full happiness for a moment to fill up their happiness a little longer. Or a little fuller, let's say that. A little bit fuller. But anyhow, wrap this all back around. Is this the circle of Lilith? If you live on a flat plane, is this Lilith's realm? That's the question. Is this the realm of Lilith? And if it is, who might you want to be paying attention to? Anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Leave a like and a comment. If I sub to you and you comment, I'll sub. But y'all try to have a good day out there. It is possible. Not every day, not every moment, but it is possible to have good times and good moments and good days. So much love all. See y'all on the flip side.